Guys, I'm not gonna hold you. We were filming for like at least 2 minutes, and I was just fucking everything up because I'm literally a man, and men do nothing but fuck everything up.
All right,
and
you're
now we're starting
excused.
over.
You're excused.
Thank you.
Yay.
I appreciate that.
Guys, welcome back to On Point, the podcast, in a new environment because Larry refused to come to my home. So I had to come invade his and bring my whole setup.
Strong on refuse because as much as I love your house, the thought process of leaving my own sounds traumatic.
Yeah.
And no one wants to do that.
And you moved out too.
Mm-hmm. And
middle of nowhere. So
where she used to live.
Where I'm from.
Yeah. She used to live over here. Let's talk about the fact that let's get into our friendship because I feel like people are like, wait, how are y'all friends?
That's what I'm saying is we're so random.
Mm-hmm.
We're so random.
You don't think we make sense?
Okay. The thing is we both have like a side of each other, like in each other, but it's very lost and we bring it out in each other. Do you know what I mean?
Because I like that. That's a great description.
I think that's how we kind of met. Is like, okay, the story of how we met, basically. We met at Lil Huddy's house.
Traumatic.
Kind of, right?
Very traumatic.
Kind of.
Yes. So I was high. Let's start off like that.
Yeah.
Huddy got me high. Now, mind you, I don't smoke. I am a strong believer of, living free on, what is it called? Stone coat. What is shit called? When edge free?
Is that a thing?
I don't know. When people are are sober.
Straight edge.
Straight edge. I like to
Stone edge.
Yeah, I'm a type of bitch that likes to live high on life. Like, I don't think I need substances to have fun. But this one time, little Huddy was like, yo, Larray, hit this bong rip, dude. And I was like, fuck it, bro. And I fucking hit it like an idiot. And I get belligerently high. Mind you, I don't know how to contain like my facial expressions. So when I'm high, everything just showed. And they were talking and I was like this. I was like, oh my God, these conversations are making me suicidal. So I exclude myself and I go sit in the living room because my anxiety was on 10. This bitch walks up and she sits next to me and we just hit it off immediately. Mind you, I don't know. I'm sorry if I'm not letting you talk, but I just
No, it's good.
Women are my everything.
Oh.
I will live, breathe, die women. I think I'm a feminist. Yeah?
Yeah, of course.
I'm a feminist.
Everyone should be a feminist.
Everybody should be a feminist. If you're not a feminist, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
But anytime around a girl, I just feel safe. Maybe it's because I'm gay or also because of my childhood trauma of straight men. But like every time anytime the time you came around, I just felt so warm. And you felt like my very odd parent.
Oh,
like you saved me.
I love that I bring
and then
that.
we became besties. But then this bitch was hiding a secret from me. Let's talk about how the fact that I met her already and she never told me.
Well, this is a rough night. I met you on a rough night.
Tell the people how we fucking met.
Okay.
Can I curse?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Of course.
I'm sorry.
You can do whatever you want on here.
Oh, period.
Butthole. Okay.
Sorry.
Maybe not that. So basically, I had gone through a really rough time in my life. You met me at a crazy time. It was, I just broke up with my first boyfriend and somehow, and I don't ever share this time period of my life because it's so against my character. No, okay, it's not the craziest thing in the world, but I went to Jake Paul's Halloween party. Why? I don't know why.
Let's say that again. Why?
Yeah.
Why?
Couldn't tell you. Was searching for something. Goes to Jake Paul's Halloween party. I'm drunk and I somehow end up at the Hype House at the time. This was 2020.
This is the most generic white girl story.
No, I know. This is why I don't like sharing this. I'm like,
because you're not that girl.
I'm so not that girl.
You're not that girl.
What happens next is just even worse. But I end up at the Hype House. I'm drunk. He's driving me with a bunch of people.
I had 20 people in my car.
Yeah.
Taking them to get food. They were all drunk and I was the only sober one there. And I was taking them to get food.
Yeah.
Because the guy that I liked at the time told me to. And comes to find out that the guy that I liked at the time was her hookup buddy.
Oh, God, you guys, this is so rough.
Was I flabbergasted a little bit?
Yeah.
Did I suspect that? No. Am I surprised? No. You were young and you were you're just broken up. You obviously have the worst taste in guys. No offense to her exes, but beautiful soul. And I hate that men treat you like shit. But then again, I get it. Yeah.
We just gotta get into it.
You always find the bad apples, especially in LA. But he was a very bad apple. That apple was rotten, mold inside. Oh no! Adam and
But you're
Eve.
Still friends with him, no?
Love him, but I can still say he's a bad apple.
Oh, whatever, guys. It was a one-time thing. I was just trying to. It was my second time ever doing anything. Ended up getting blocked.
Yeah. Wait. What?
Still
he blocked you?
Yeah.
It should have been the other way around.
Well. God, I'm not even gonna get into this. This is such a random story.
Honestly, it's the past.
For another time, got a phone thrown at me. It's a long thing. Anyway, I just want to start. That's how we met. That's how we met. I want to start from your beginning, honestly.
Wow.
I'm interviewing you today.
What?
Yeah.
No one ever asked me
We're getting
questions.
deep into your trauma, into your life, into everything, because that's what we do on Point. So,
well, shit.
Where'd you grow up?
I grew up in Compton.
That's crazy.
That's scary.
How old, like, were you until you moved out?
I grew up when I was a baby to like 14, and then my mom was like over my bullshit because I was a terrible kid.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of was like searching for attention and like trying to fit in so hard. Obviously, being gay in the hood is the scariest thing of your entire life.
Yeah.
So I would lie, I would ditch. I was just terrible.
Okay.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
just typical fuck up.
Okay.
So she moved me into my dad's house in Rancho Cucamonga, which is like the valley.
Okay.
Sense. And like that's when everything like kind of shifted.
Got it.
Yeah.
When did you start doing social media stuff?
Oh my God, wait. It's so random having people actually ask you questions.
Oh, I know.
Because I don't know. I'm sorry for this is off topic, but like, you know, when you're talking to somebody and you can feel like they're on like full on like default mode or like autopilot, they'll ask questions and you can tell they don't care.
Yeah.
I know that you care.
Obviously,
so, like, this is like interesting. Like, I have somebody that fucking cares about me. This is crazy.
Of course.
No, because I've done interviews and I'm just like, you don't give a shit. You just want a good title.
Really?
Yeah. I'm just
No.
like, I hate telling you.
I just want to get deep with you.
No, you care. So
no, I
nice.
really do.
Wow, this is.
I
I'm
just
getting
want to like
nervous.
know.
Well, I started YouTube when I was like 15.
15.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And did it like blow up immediately for you, or how did it work?
No. See, I always had this dream of being a YouTuber,
Mhm.
and I always had the thought, like, my main goal was to see if I can make it out of my position. Obviously, being broke, being in the closet, having abusive parents, having just like no one believing in you. I wanted to see if I can, you know, achieve that goal myself. So I was like, you know what? If the only thing I want to do is be a YouTuber.
Yeah.
I don't have no other choice. I'm sorry. So from 16, I would always like make videos on like private accounts. Like I would block on my dad, and I would block on like my friends, and no one knew that I was posting YouTube videos. And I made friends on the internet because my dad was very strict and didn't allow me to go outside, and like didn't let me have like freedom because I was a fuck up, which makes sense. Dad, if you're watching this, you're valid. Like I fully understand why the fuck you kept me in the house like Rapunzel. I was a terrible kid.
Yeah.
But then again, I made friends on the internet that did the same thing. Conan Gray. Me and Conan Gray used to be like in a group chat called the True Crew. And me and him used to go to VidCon together and, like, as fans.
So you guys were making videos at the same time, like that era.
Yeah, we were all so close. It was me and it was like Christelle, Conan, like Jacob, my ex-boyfriend. Jacob. It was just so many people in this group chat, and we were all so young, and we felt all so misunderstood. I know that's like cliche to say, but we did. Yeah. And we all we created a community of like each other, and it was
that's
nice.
So nice. You moved out here. You moved out here?
That's like a story.
What made you decide to do that? Just because it's obviously
I don't think I haven't even talked about this to anybody.
Well,
so I feel like this is the best way to talk about this. During senior year, my dad found out I was gay because of my friends and just my videos. They were kind of like taking off. I had like 10K. Okay. But he was obviously not. You can't blame your parents for being homophobic because that's how they were raised. He tried his best as a dad to, accept it. Obviously, the way he was raised was gang violence, being homophobic, and being a man is like, you can't cry. Men need to do this stuff like this. And I was just like, kind of scared to even just like be around him because he was abusive, and like it was very triggering to even like sometimes I'll be like scared to even go downstairs because I was scared he's gonna hit me. Like it was just a bunch of traumatic stuff. So he wanted me to go to school and work at Subway, which I did. I went to school for one day, but every day I would ditch college to go to LA to make videos.
No way.
But I would go to work obviously because I had to, but some days I'll ditch work to go make videos with friends in LA or meet up with Issa, and he would never know.
Wow.
So one day the school called and was like, bitch, where the fuck you at? They were like, wait, so you have not went to a single class besides the first day? Like, where is he? My dad was so upset, but I was already in LA with Issa. Oh my dad calls me and he's like, if you don't come home, I'm beating your ass. Like when you come home, like he gave me no ultimatum. It was like, when you come home, I'm beating your ass. Bitch, you think I'm going home? Let's keep it about. Do you think I'm going home?
We're not going home.
Oh, I'm not going home.
For sure.
So I like blocked his number, and I ended up moving with Bryce Hall.
No way.
Michael Weiss, which was a TanaCon guy. So when I lived with Bryce Hall, obviously life was looking a little bit better because I had people that had the same dream as me. But I had no money. I was drinking every day. I was partying. I was doing just LA lifestyle because like I was so young, I didn't live that. So like now that I have freedom, I'm gonna like live as I should have done when I was in high school. I didn't have a chance to like get blacked out with my friends at 14 and 15 like the normal kids.
Right.
So like now I'm going crazy. Eventually, Michael Weiss decides to move to Nashville, and I was like, well, I have no place to go. The only option is him, and like I feel like moving to Nashville will be the best choice for me. Right? Like I don't know anyone. I don't know anybody.
Yeah.
So like it's like a whole new environment, and I can
For
kind of work to be.
So you wanted to move to Nashville?
Mm-hmm.
What?
And
did you do that?
Yeah, I did.
You did?
I lived in Nashville for 2 years.
Are you serious?
And that's when everything took off because I had no friends. It was just me in my room. But then it gets worse, and this is the part that nobody knows. So, this sucks so bad. Which was my manager, and I will say his name. Oh, maybe I shouldn't say his name. Maybe we should bleep the name.
Okay, we'll bleep the name.
Bleep the name.
Amelia, bleep the name.
He was very abusive. He would call me the N-word. Like hard R.
You lived with him?
Mm-hmm. He would get drunk and like throw me on the floor when he would have like altercations. He was just very manipulative. He took so much money from me. Like it was like,
oh my God.
I was so young that I didn't know what to do. And also like growing up and not having anything, like if anybody's like, I didn't have like love and affection as a kid as I would want. And having somebody to take me in like that, I felt like it was like you're like, I thought that you loved me, but obviously it wasn't love. It's just he saw my potential and he wanted to take money from me.
Wow.
So first place.
He managed you?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And so when I blew up, he went crazy. Oh shit, he went crazy. He took like so much money from me. First place, I barely got any like money from that.
No.
And then I went to Coachella, and I hung out with Tana Mojo. And mind you, at the time, him and Tana Mojo had beef because of TanaCon.
Okay.
And I'm the type of person, like I have loyalty, but at the end of the day, I can see both sides, and I feel as though like you both were in the wrong. That's not my issue. I love you, but that's your problem. Your battles are not my battles. Your problems are not my problems. If I see Tana Mojo and she's nice to me, I'm gonna say hi. That like I'm sorry.
Of course.
And he was so upset that he saw me with Tana and Bryce because he had terrible beef with them.
Okay.
Now when I came home, he destroyed my entire room.
No.
Like my entire room that I decorated myself. Mind you, he put me in the basement or the garage, and I decorated the entire room. I painted the walls myself. This was a huge room, and I painted the entire walls. I did the floors. I decked it out, and he destroyed it. Like packed all my stuff, threw in my bed. Like it was destroyed when I got back from Coachella.
Psycho.
And then he threatened me with a shotgun to get out the house. And
Larry, I didn't know.
No, it was scary. So Issa came to stay with me because I was traumatized. I was so scared for my life.
Of course.
I was in Nashville with his family.
No.
Like I was literally so fucking scared, and I know what to do. So Issa came, and his mom and them, they were being so passive aggressive, saying they're gonna sue me. I'm still 18 years old at this time, like 19. I don't know how to do any of this stuff. So I started panicking, and I immediately left. Like that's when I started dating Brady, and then I came to LA.
Wow.
And Brady drove me to LA because like I didn't know what to do.
Larry.
Yeah.
I did not know you went through any of that.
Oh my God, it was like the worst thing ever.
This makes a lot of sense looking at you now, honestly.
In what way?
Like, just like, I don't know. Whenever I look at you, I can always see like you've been through some crazy shit. But like throughout, like the first time I met Larry, I just remember, not the first time. Okay, we're gonna get rid of that time. But like because my boyfriend's house was right next to yours, and that's how we kind of reconnected. Was like I would literally come to your house every day and just see him work, and the way that you're so driven and like the life that you want, and there's nothing stopping you to get it. Like I just now knowing everything that there was nothing holding you back from doing any of that.
Of course not. And I kind of like, which is amazing for me, is that my entire story, I feel like the reason why I tell it and like the reason why I do what I do is to show people that used to be in my position that like no matter what your background is, or no matter where you came from, or what story entails, you can always make your life better. Yeah. You can always find a way to make the negative into a positive. Look at me. I literally went through hell. I went through the worst possible outcome. I'm not going to use it as a sob story. I'm going to use it as, okay, I did that. Now look at me. You can do it too. 100%. And it's so dope to think like YouTube kind of saved so many kids. And this is why I live, breathe, die YouTube. Me too. It kept so many kids out of trouble. So true. It kept me out of trouble. I would probably would have been in jail. Wow. Gang violence or something.
So growing up, did you have like a friend group out where you lived? Like you had,
I only had one friend. Her name was Lynette.
Lynette.
Yeah, and she was the only person I knew I was gay like the entire time. And she was like, she was like you in a sense. We're like super calm and just like there for you.
Oh,
And like the conversations were always good.
that's crazy. Did you get bullied a lot growing up?
Mm-hmm.
Of course.
Oh my God, yeah.
Just
yeah.
terrible.
But you can't bully a bitch that's gonna bully you back.
Absolutely not. I've learned that with you. Oh my God. There is nothing that can be
I
said.
tell you to stand up
bro.
for yourself all the time.
I try.
That's my main thing. And
I think that's like, it's like training when I'm with you is like, shit, I need to like be witty and come up with some comebacks. Like,
and not even comebacks. I think it's just more so having people respect your boundaries.
yeah.
And I really hope one day you get into that.
You're good at that.
It took a lot.
Yeah.
I used to be a yes man. I used to be scared to say no. And now that I'm 24 and I'm so sorry. If you don't respect me, then get the fuck out of my life.
Good. As you should.
Yeah, there's nothing for you to... Girl, look at my room.
Yeah.
I could close my door.
Look
you don't
at this.
exist.
Literally. Oh, I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
Okay, well, I was at your birthday party this year.
Mhm.
We don't have to talk about this. We can
You can
cut
talk
that out.
about anything you want.
Amazing. Your dad was there.
Uh-huh.
So how did that relationship change once,
Oh my God.
out of the house, you blocked him until now?
So when I moved out of the house, I lived in LA for a year without seeing him. Like a week before we were moving to Nashville, I haven't talked to my dad a single time since I blocked him. I went to, I was going to say the location, Laurel Canyon Way.
Mhm.
And I see my dad sitting there eating sushi while we're walking past him.
No. Why would he
What-
be there?
I don't know, but he was eating with his friend. When I tell you my heart dropped so bad, but he was so nonchalant. He was like, "Oh, what's up? Like I haven't seen him in a minute." And he
Are you
just hugged me,
serious?
And it was so natural. I was like, "What?"
Were you mad he didn't try to reach out to like see if you were okay?
I mean, he tried to, but it's just like I was just terrified.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like
Did you tell him you were okay or that you were safe?
Mhm.
You did.
But like I feel like because of where we were, it was very like, okay, how are you? You good? Okay.
Mhm.
Like I don't know. It still confused me to this day. But now our relationship is amazing. He's out of jail, and he's so supportive. He gives me so much guy advice.
Wow.
And it's just nice to see like him coming around
That's amazing.
and like having somebody love you.
Yeah.
That's your father. I don't
Yeah.
know. It's a really nice feeling.
I love that.
I know. It's like pretty. I'm like, yes. #ally.
How do you think do you think that you have some trauma from your dad in that even though you have a relationship now that's like you're bonding and growing a new relationship, do you think you have trauma that you kind of take out in your relationships now from your parents or
Definitely.
I don't know what's your relationship with your mom?
It's amazing now.
Okay.
I mean, this is so weird. It's amazing now. Obviously, she wasn't too supportive of the gay lifestyle,
Okay.
but now she's like diehard fan. Like, love her.
Yeah.
I feel like it just takes time for parents, and I will give this advice to just anybody that has a parent that grew up, in those old days. That like your parents, this is their first time raising a kid.
Yeah.
Regardless if you have siblings that are older than you, this is still their first time raising a gay kid.
Mhm.
So like they don't know how to go about it, and if they're being homophobic, before you come out, try to like bring the situation of gay people around them.
Yeah.
Like ask them questions like, how do you feel about like Bremen Rock? Like see their opinion on that first before you even tell them, because you don't want to shock them and they don't know how to react to it.
Like don't come out in an unsafe environment. That's what
warm
my
up to
sister
them.
says too.
Yeah, and your sister's so amazing.
Ugh.
Her music,
I love her. She's
I
just
didn't
the
even know
best.
she was that talented. I had to look her up after Malibu.
Really?
I had to look her up. I was like, who is this bitch? And she is so fucking good.
Yeah. She's insane. I just love her so much. But I do see like, I mean, our household was so different. Like everything was creatively open and nothing was held back. There was no type of like homophobia whatsoever for her to come out. But she still didn't come out till after college,
Yeah. It's
So, but she always
scary.
just gives advice. It's like, you want to be in a safe environment regardless. And it's just crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I mean, also your mom is so amazing.
Ugh.
Like your mom is literally like, I want to put her in a bottle
No, she is the
and
best.
just keep her. Can I ask you a question now?
Absolutely.
So how do you feel knowing, I don't want to give them too much information about Luna's life, but what do they know about you?
I know
Can I
pretty
just
much.
say
Just
anything?
honestly do it. I'll cut it out if not.
Oh. Like, what's your body count? Let's
we
get into-
already oh my god, you already did this to me on your
No,
Patreon.
how do you feel when it comes to like dating for you?
For me?
Like, yeah, I'm very curious. I feel like this could help a lot of girls, but dating in LA, how hard was it for you? Because,
it's very hard. And
you
it's like
pick bad apple.
I have picked a lot of bad apples. And, I think at the end of the day, every single thing that I'm going through and every single person I meet and like I'm learning a lot. And also I just know that there's just this damaged part in me that's searching for something. And that's why I go for these specific men, you know, and that's why I wanted to kind of ask you about stuff with your dad and like, or either of your parents and how that kind of, because for me, my dad left me when I was 13 and now we're rebuilding our relationship in that way. But that just messed me up in a lot of ways of like not feeling worthy enough for a man to change for me and not feeling worthy enough, you know, in that way. So then I find these men that make me feel worthless, and that's what feels like home to me, you know.
Oh my god.
I know.
Ew, Luna.
I know. It's sad.
Luna, you're fucking beautiful. What the fuck? I hate that so much, actually.
But you know what? You are too, and you don't go for the best men either.
Okay, but I know how to leave.
You do. But
Clock that tea.
I personally think that sometimes you're an avoidant.
Wait, she ate me up.
No, you're an avoidant attachment style. I'm anxious attachment style. Would you say you're avoidant? Like,
very.
You're very avoidant.
Yeah. The moment I feel something, I'm just like,
Yeah.
I'm like, call my Uber.
You were in 2 serious relationships?
I've been only 2 serious relationships, yeah.
Okay. The first one was Jacob.
The second one was Brady.
Okay. And how was the one with Brady? Was that like...
Don't change the subject. What was my nose for?
Ask me a question.
Yeah, we're still
switches it around.
We can get into that later, but...
Okay. Fine.
I'm so curious. So I hope now you know your worth. I mean, obviously, I think I tell you how pretty you are. Obviously, I can say that all day. And it's really just up to the matter of fact of up to you how you feel about yourself.
Yeah. I think at my core, I know what I bring to the table. But when you get proven otherwise so many times, it's like I start to believe, okay, well, maybe I'm not this person that, you know, like in my head, I'm this person that everyone wants around. I'm the perfect girlfriend. I'm the perfect like girl for anybody, you know, and I truly believe that. But then at the end of the day, like there's no one out there that's ever reciprocated. Oh God, I can't say this.
What? Reciprocate the same energy?
Yeah, I just like
we're not talking about right now.
We're talking about past. But I don't know. I think my first relationship was I honestly is a blur to me. I don't really remember. I don't think we were in love. I think I liked attention. It was my first everything, but I broke up with him because I was just again too anxious. I remember I almost went to treatment at the end of that relationship because I was too anxious.
Damn, man.
I broke up with him because I knew I had to stop that. And then I went for obviously that super toxic guy that you know about that will not name that fucked me up so bad. And now, you know, that just, I think that was such a test to me of like, I went to therapy right after that situation and was like, I need to fix whatever's going on in me because I'm going to keep going for these men. And I'm like, I don't know how to change that. And I still like to this day don't think I could go for a man that's like a man that would cook me breakfast and wake up early and like do hygiene and work out and then just come home and like give me everything I want. I feel like I'd be like, what? Like freaked out.
That's the bare minimum, which is crazy.
I know.
And it sucks so much that a lot of people on the internet think these like LA relationships are perfect, but like half the girls here are sad. Half the girls with boyfriends want to die because their boyfriends are around supermodels all the time. They don't have any. How do I respect women more than these straight men? That's the question of the day. Riddle me that quickly. Speak up. They don't respect women. They're entitled to everything, and it's not you at all. And I hope you know that you're beautiful, and I literally think you're like the ideal girlfriend.
Thank you.
Like if I was straight, probably not. I'm just kidding. No, but like you're literally the ideal girlfriend, and it sucks that you don't know that because you're literally around LA men all your life. Yeah, and that sucks so bad.
Why is it like just in LA? Like
because this is where like, and also the guys you are around in your space, they're not the best. Some are like very, very, very amazing men, but 95% of the chance these guys really don't care about, you know, you as a woman. Yeah. They just care because you're pretty and they want the prettiest girl, and that's that. Yeah. Fuck that. I'm so sorry. You girl, let's go to Texas.
Texas.
You want you need like a generic man that actually like is normal because they have like social cues.
But I want to be like inspired by my boyfriend.
He can inspire you know how inspiring it is for your boyfriend to come from a 20-hour shift at the doctor's office and cook you fucking
you're right
filet mignon.
You're so right.
Yeah. But then again, I just really like it sucks because like your worth is only it's really only like a reflection of who you're around. And like obviously it's the men that kind of make you feel shitty. But I want you to know that you are it. Like you are literally it.
Thank you.
You are so sexy. It is insane. And your personality,
Wow.
I gotta go.
I didn't think that
Your personality eats.
this would be turned around on me today like this.
I mean, it's just like I have to tell you this. I tell you this all the time.
Ugh.
This is nothing new.
He does.
I tell you
Sometimes
this all
like
the time.
Larry will FaceTime me in the moments. He just knows. I don't know how. And he's just like, will give me this long pep talk out of nowhere. And I'm just like, oh, like he literally just said exactly what I needed him to say.
This podcast episode was not supposed to be filmed today. I called her and I was just hyping you up and I was like, come over.
Yeah.
Let's film. Let's film.
It happens often, honestly. I'm turning this back around on you right now.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay.
Should I be scared?
Absolutely. No, don't be scared. This is a safe environment, but I do want to dive into something that we talk about often on here that I struggle with. That's been like my biggest struggle, which is my body image problems that as your friend and things we've talked about, I do know, and I'm not.
The way I literally gulped, like that's crazy. The way I go, oh,
I've definitely recognized things in you that we don't have to talk about. This is super safe space, but have you ever struggled with body image issues?
Yes.
Yes.
We talked about it.
We have.
I recently got over my body dysmorphia and like my eating disorder. Like
Okay.
I guess about like 2 months ago.
Do you want to talk about?
We can.
The eating
I feel
disorder?
like I just tweeted about it actually because I get so many recently since I've been more positive. See, okay, honestly, you sparked a good conversation.
Yeah.
So back when I was super insecure and I literally hated the way I looked, everyone was hyping me up. Everyone was calling me pretty. Everyone was saying you slay. I would have had my forehead over headbands.
Like when was this?
Like 2 years ago.
Okay.
Or 3 years ago when I would always wear a headband or had my hair.
Got it.
I was super insecure. I hate the way I look. At points I would like neglect my boyfriend at the time because I didn't feel like I deserved to be with him because that's what the internet said.
Yeah.
Like he poor guy, he went through a lot because he kept calling me beautiful, but I didn't feel that way because I just like, I don't know. I never felt attractive.
Okay.
So then I found ways to make myself feel attractive, right? I figure out how to make my hair make me confident, or I figure out how to make myself feel confident with my hair. Okay.
You
know, I figure out how to do jaw exercises and I have a jawline. Like I got laser. Like I got just like stuff to make me feel like better and make myself feel beautiful. And now the internet constantly judges the way I look. Like I get so many comments about my hair. It's just like, oh, why'd you get a perm? Or why is your hair curly? Like, why is you wearing a wig? I'm like, people wear straight hair all the time, especially there's a lot of artists out there that are African American that literally wear straight hair or like wear like wigs and stuff and no one says anything. But the moment I do it, it's just like
people roast you for it.
Yeah, and I get it. Obviously I get it because they think I'm trying to be white or something, which is obviously not the case.
Right.
It's a stupid conversation.
It is.
And if you say you're obviously either A, projecting, or B, you're just ignorant.
Yeah.
Because my
Go
hair
off.
makes me white. Come on. And also just like my body. Like I used to be super insecure of my body and I started working out and eating healthy, but I used to be around a bunch of people who would call me fat and make it as a joke. And
Really?
yeah, they would call me. And at the time, I can't even lie. I used to do it too. We all used to like say these fat jokes, but then it got to the point where I'd stop saying them. But then people would be like, "Oh, you're eating that." Like they'll just say like smart remarks,
Like your friends?
Yeah, and just even the internet. It just got into my head a little bit. So I used to like starve myself. I would chew and spit. I would do the
Really?
whole nine.
Would you say it was like anorexia or?
I don't really know what it was. I talked to a lot of other people about it, and they just kept saying that I need to stop because it's so unhealthy. And I just really wanted to look good.
Yeah.
Like I just wanted to be beautiful. So I stopped doing that, and I started working out, and I started eating 3 meals a day, and I feel so good to actually be healthy.
Yeah.
And but I got a comment on my Instagram. I get it all the time where people are like, "I want to look like you. Like I wish I had your body," and I'm just like, eater.
Yeah.
I used to starve myself.
Yeah.
Please don't do that. And it's not.
Never comment on anyone's body ever.
Yeah, and I appreciate like obviously it makes me feel good.
Yeah.
But it just makes me feel terrible because I don't want my followers that are young to see my body and be like, "Oh my god, like how do I look like this?" And then go through the same habits that I went through. I want them to know like, yeah, I went through this shit, and I want to tell you the positive and the negatives.
Yeah.
Cool, I have a nice body with the negatives. I was literally dying.
But yeah, the thing is like, yeah, it's nice to hear if you are healthy and you're, you know, you're doing that. But like, let's say you were really going through your tough time and someone's like, "You look so good. Your body's amazing." That's only fuel for you to keep going with your disorders and stuff.
Exactly.
But
and it's really hard because a lot of young girls follow so many, you know, girls on Instagram, even 2 guys, and they see these unrealistic body standards because of Facetune and because of like good angles. And it does suck because no matter how many times I can say, do not compare yourself to the internet, there's so many people that are still going to do it.
So many.
And you can't control how you think.
Yeah.
and it does suck. But
it does.
I'm just gonna say one more time: do not compare yourself to the internet because it's not really real. Some people are actually
so
healthy.
fake. Like, especially being in the industry and really seeing it, or like looking at these relationships and you're like, oh, I wish I had what they had. And then they break up 2 minutes later, or you hear all this stuff of what they go through and it's like not real, or it's just none of it. It's so hard to like actually separate yourself from it because it's something we see every day that it becomes our reality, especially when we're so addicted to it. But
definitely,
it's just awful.
Definitely.
But what made you like come to a realization that you had to start being more healthy with yourself? Like, because that's obviously the hardest thing to do.
When I almost fainted.
Really?
Yeah, I would wake up very weak. There was points where I couldn't even like film videos.
Really?
And like when I would work out, or not even work out, when I would just even like be out too long, like I got so many nosebleeds.
Really?
Oh my God, I was getting nosebleeds left and right.
Is that a symptom?
No, it was just more so I was dehydrated. I wasn't just like eating. I wasn't eating anything.
Really?
When I tell you there was nothing.
You wouldn't even drink water?
No, I would not drink anything. I don't know. It's just like I didn't have the appetite to eat, and also like I just didn't like care for my body, like any nutrients going inside of it at all.
Yeah.
And I was just like getting like really fatigued, and like I was just like so weak. There was points. Issa used to have to open the door, like this door for me. Without it, I couldn't do it, and I was being such a baby about it. But like I was like, can you please open the door? And he was like, you got to start eating. Like you have no protein in your body.
Yeah.
I was like, you're right. And he got worried, and he's like, he started ordering me food, and I started eating and just going to the gym, and I feel so healthy.
Yeah.
And it's just nice to like know that like, why was I? It's just nice to know that I got out of that.
Yeah.
You know, because it's so stupid.
For sure.
And it's just like nobody deserves to feel that they.
No, it's crazy to like choose a path for your life in which you might look you're the way that you want to, but you feel so terrible, and like you're living this life of weakness. It's not what we're meant to do on this earth. You're not meant to come here and like starve yourself and not live with passion and energy. But like the minute that you do live healthy in a healthy life, that's what we're supposed to do. That's where like success comes. That's where happiness comes. Like we're not supposed to, like, if you look at your life from an over point of view, you would never want that for this movie character that's going through all this stuff, you know?
Definitely.
It's
and also
terrible.
I feel like you helped a lot too.
Really?
Yeah.
How?
I don't know. I just like you and Ilea, and like just having friends that like clock it. I remember you said don't do it. Like you just like, you need to eat. And I was like,
yeah. Well, I just know because I grew up with all my dancer friends. So I just know, like, even when it's like, okay, we're going to this restaurant, and you have to like look up exactly what you're going to eat and plan it, or this or that. And oh, well, I can't go there because I have this event tomorrow, so I can't eat this. It's like, I can see those, I can clock it so fast in people. Like I think that's something I'm really good is body language reading.
Is there anything else you want to ask me before I start like getting like more nervous?
Are you so nervous right now?
I don't know. I haven't had a deep conversation with anybody in such a long time on camera.
This is good though.
It's healthy, and I don't think I've ever been this open in my entire life.
Really?
Like, I don't even during my podcast with Noah, we talked about who looks the best on TikTok. Like we're talking about eating disorders on this fucking shit. Like
I
this
just
is
like
crazy.
Yeah, I just want you to get deep. I feel like people see you online and all this stuff, but they don't know the actual stuff that you go through, you know?
That is true.
Do you want to talk about your last situation that you had?
With what?
I saw you posted TikTok about it, but then you deleted it.
You're fucking insane. You're fucking insane.
So you recently just dated a guy that...
Dated, it's a strong word.
Dated, okay.
I would say entertained.
Entertained.
Yeah.
Okay, I like that.
Entertained's a nice word.
Entertained a guy that had a porn addiction.
Yes.
And, you know,
yes,
I'm very familiar with dating people with any type of addiction, so I know it's kind of all the same. And you want to help them through it, and that you know about it, and they say they're going to change.
He was an Aries. I should have known. I should have fucking known. It's always the Aries.
It's always the Aries.
I feel like Aries are like Satan said, "Arise, my child," and they came in from the cracks with the goblins and ghouls.
It's true.
And they walk our earth like in disguise.
No, it's true.
Yes, they're fucking evil.
Isn't there a sign like the ram?
Yes,
like,
yes. Yeah. Ian's amazing because he has a Cancer moon.
Yeah.
Shout out to Ian.
And rising.
See, I love that guy.
Yeah.
That's twinning them.
Well, you're a Cancer.
I'm a triple Cancer. So
wow.
In Aries and Cancer.
No wonder we get along, because Capricorn and Cancer are sister signs.
No way.
Yeah, we're the perfect match.
Whoa. I feel like we're like those white girls in like the club.
Yeah, we are.
Wait, what's your sign, ma'am? You're a Scorpio.
What's your rising? Because you're co-star.
Should we add each other and co-star?
Yes. Don't change the subject.
To get into it. So okay, honestly, let's be 100% honest. He fully manipulated and gaslit me the entire relationship. I think it was kind of like it was a life learned lesson because I trust way too easily. But we got to know each other very well and we became amazing friends. And I gave him the option. I said, hey, we can be friends or we can be partners. But I just want you to know, like, I'm very fragile. And if you hurt me, I'm going to literally be so sad.
Yeah.
And he fought for my love. Like, I would be like, no. He'd be like, yes, I want you to be my boyfriend. I never dated a guy. And I was like,
he didn't.
Yeah, because
wow.
I'm so against going. I hate dating or even entertaining a guy that is straight.
Yeah.
But he told me he was fully bisexual. He knew what he liked. And I was okay. I'll give you a chance. I give him a chance. Everything's amazing. Then I find out that he has a porn addiction.
How did you find that out for the first time?
He told me.
Okay.
He told me a lot of stuff, how he used to stalk his ex-girlfriend. He was a big red flag, but I was so delusional. And I was just like, wait, his arms are so big. And like, he's so funny. And like, he listens to the same music. I was so fucking delusional, like a dumbass bitch. And I ignored all the red flags. Anyways, so I'm going to a dinner and one of my friends there, and she's a singer. And everyone obviously knows who she is.
Okay.
Every time we see each other, it's like, you know, like that one lyric from Drake, he's like, we don't see each other often, but when we see each other, it's a celebration.
Of course.
It's like that. We always like geek when we see each other.
Okay.
And so she was asking me a bunch of questions like, how's your love life? Last time I talked to you, you were single, you were going through it. And I was like, I'm in a relationship, talking to a guy, showed her him. And she was like, oh, he's so cute. Obviously, he's my partner at the time. So I come back home, I'm like, you don't believe he just called you cute. Yeah. And he was like flabbergasted. And I was like, yeah, like that's so dope. Like just trying to make him feel like I talk about you.
Yeah.
I want you to feel like,
important.
Yeah, I want you to feel important.
Of course.
Tell me why the next day.
Oh no. This is where it takes a turn.
Tell me why the next day on his Safari search history. I remember I made the TikTok and deleted it immediately, but people were like, why are you going through his phone? I wasn't going through his phone. He let me use his phone for a TikTok and I clicked Safari and he didn't close his tabs out. And the first thing I see is her name, deepfake porn. And then I go back and it's like searching up her name, deepfake porn. And he basically just, yeah.
That is so traumatic.
Oh.
How, like, to have your partner.
Do you know how crazy? And then you go back and it was Addison and like Dixie.
No.
I was like this.
So all your friends, he just wanted like to see
and
porn
then
of them.
he tried to gaslight me. He was like, wait, so like you're mad because I watch porn?
Oh my God.
I was like, what? And he was like, you're literally like tripping over me watching porn. And I was like, it's not the fact that you watch porn. It's the fact that you're watching my friends.
And the fact that you admitted to having an addiction and that you're watching my friends.
And you're literally watching my friends. So how awkward. First of all, these girls are not sexually at all. Like they're not sexualized.
No.
That wasn't English. They're not sexualized at all.
No, I know.
So you took their innocence from them, which is one, gross. Two, the fact that if I bring you around them and I willingly know that you masturbated to my friend, that is so fucking weird. And we're not doing that.
That's the craziest story I've ever heard. And I'm so sorry that you have to like now take that into your next relationships and like have that worry.
I'm not going to.
Good.
I'm not going to.
Honestly, just say it now. Like
yeah, he doesn't like everything I went through with him, which it was nice. I had a great time. But then again, it's just like, I know my worth. And I told him exactly. I was like, if you treat me like shit, you're out. That day, ever since that day, I have not spoken to him. And he came and got a step and left. And I didn't even let him see me. I had my manager escort him out.
As you should.
And I was fully in my Tesla getting Starbucks, blasting.
I can't believe that you went through that, honestly. When you told me that story, my jaw was just like on the floor.
It's like, it's fucked, but like, it's a way of life. And men just suck, especially Aries. So
Aries, yeah. You just have to like, oh God, I don't even know. You got to go through shit like that to know exactly. Definitely. Like you're going to have this dream man one day that's going to be so opposite of all these men you've dated, you know?
I hope so. But right now I'm kind of just focused on being single.
You should be.
Every time I get on a podcast.
Yeah.
I'm just a helpless romantic and I just want love so
I know
bad.
you're a Cancer.
I know, but it's like,
it's so
I got to
hard.
love men.
I mean, yeah, I'm with you there. I'm with you there.
To be in love, you have to date a boy, and I can't eat coochie, so and boobs scare me. Oh,
it's okay.
Oh my God, I'm gonna go. Like I'm gonna be single forever and ever.
No, if we're like 40, then we can date.
Telling me to get married.
No, we can get married and just like.
He has to be a guy.
Yeah. I feel the same way.
It's so annoying.
I know.
But maybe there's maybe my Prince Charming's out there. He's
no, he is
watching this.
He's definitely watching On Point right now.
Or he's texting me.
Hey. He's texting you right now. Thank you so much for coming.
That's it.
Yeah.
I want to keep going.
Okay, let's keep going. Do you have any questions?
Have to go or something?
Okay, I don't have to go.
I'm having a blast. Okay, are you done talking?
Questions. No.
Can I ask you stuff now?
Absolutely. Okay.
Let's get comfy.
We're turning it around.
Let's get comfy.
Larry's asking me.
Let's get comfy. Okay, so Luna.
Okay.
Let me stretch my legs. What is one thing you love about yourself?
Oh my God. Okay. I love my ability to make other people feel comfortable.
Okay, I like that answer.
Yeah.
Now, what is one thing you love about yourself that has nothing to do with other people?
Oh God. Good question.
I can name 20 things right now.
I think I like my drive to want to have the life that I've always dreamed of. You know, like I didn't have everything handed to me all of high school. I didn't have money, and I built this whole life. Now I have like, you know, it's a little house, but like it's my house that I did. It's my dream car. Like I never, since the age of maybe 17, I didn't take $1 from my parents to do what I do now, and I'm proud of that about myself.
And you're doing amazing.
And you too. That's the same thing for you.
Like you literally are. I don't even know if you hear this a lot because we don't hear it as, you know, young adults, but like I'm really proud of you, and I think right now what you're doing is so fucking amazing.
Thank you.
But I have one question.
Okay.
After my last question.
Okay.
What do you think happiness looks like for you?
Oh my gosh. Like now or in the future?
We'll do both.
Okay. Happiness right now.
What will make you happy right now?
I wish that I had something that I woke up and was so driven and passionate about, like to a point where I don't think of anything else, and it's just like, you know, I don't feel like I have that passion right now because YouTube obviously was that for me, and now it's just so TikTok based that I feel like, I don't know, making content for me hasn't been as like I'm not as passionate about it as I used to be. So I wish I had something like, even if I had, and ideally I moved to like Nashville. I know that's traumatic for you, but like if I moved to Nashville and like started flipping houses and had a construction company in which I sat in an office all day and told people, oh, this project, we're working on this house, we're doing this cottage style, that'd be so fun. Yeah. And I'm busy with it every day. I'm passionate about it. And it's not necessarily, the whole branding isn't on me, you know, like I think that's also really hard for my image and what I've been through. I'm not the most secure person in myself. So when it's like my whole image and how much money I make is off what I am and how I'm looking or doing, or like I don't think I'm really cut out for this lifestyle, honestly.
And that's okay, because not everyone is. And if you think that's what's best for you, I say go for it. Yeah. I could so see you waking up in the morning, getting your Starbucks and going to your office and saying, wait, this is a tile we're putting in the house? No, literally. Take it out. Take it out. And I think it'd be so dope. Right? Yeah. And I'll go to Nashville with you and move you in. I think that's like, if that's something you're really passionate about,
don't you think it'd be cute?
I think it'll be amazing. Yeah. If that's what you want to do, I say do it.
Yeah. I'm just trying to basically save up as much money as I can right now.
And you're growing up as a young woman to the point where like you're going to have these changes and you're not going to be passionate about something you used to do 2 years ago.
I know. How do you maintain passion for what you do?
I hate that question.
I know you do, but honestly, I see it like every time I watch your videos and I know how passionate you are about it, but like, are you still excited to film videos and edit?
Yes. Okay. I actually just talked about this. I was telling this to Issa and I was just like, it makes me want to cry. No. I love this so much. Like I love what I do so much. I love creating. I love I think what keeps me going, and for YouTube, and I know this is going to sound corny as hell, but the thought process of somebody in like the hood watching my video and thinking, hey, I want to become a YouTuber like him and pick up a camera instead of like a gun or drugs is so dope. Yeah. It's a deep thought, but like I feel like that's how it works.
That's like the perfect sentence what happened to me. To say it in.
So like I feel like it inspires so many kids, and also it's so fun. I love projects. Like I love creating music. I love creating YouTube videos. I love just having control of everything that I do. Yeah. And like it's my dream.
I love that.
Yeah. So like I get excited to film to this day. I get burnt out. Like I love editing. I love just creating everything.
Yeah. And that drive is like for the people that
it's for the people
to come out from where you came from. Wow.
I could never see myself doing anything else that's not creating. Whether that's music videos, fucking short films, funny videos, Roblox, Omegle. Yeah, it's just fun.
Your videos are my favorite. Every time you upload, I'm like, I'm about to laugh. Like this is perfect.
Actually, yeah, it was so weird, especially recently. I always thought when people watch videos from like their friends, they get like cringed out.
Not at all.
You know?
Not at all with you.
Thanks.
You cringe when you watch my.
No. Oh my God, no. Because you're literally the same person. I feel like in my videos, I'm an exaggerated version of myself. Yeah. Because we all have social battery.
I know.
And I feel like I save mine up to turn on that camera.
You do.
Yeah. And when I'm in real life, I'm just chilling.
You do.
I'm just here.
You're right.
I just work here. But with that camera comes
That's
on,
my favorite thing you say.
Yeah, I just work here. And the camera's on. I get to express myself in a way I don't get to express myself in real life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, you have to hold the mic.
Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah, now I can hear you.
But I think it's a dope idea for you to go to Nashville.
Right? For me, I've experienced so many fake people where it's so disposable. It's like, oh, we're friends for a couple months and then I'm never talking to you again. It's like,
yeah. The lighting just got pretty. I'm sorry, my ADHD.
I know.
That's so sick. Like, it's like God's like shining on you. He's like, my child, you're gonna be fine.
Only at your house.
I will tell you this. I've just recently learned this. I say that every sentence. I'm learning every day, guys.
That's what this podcast is. Every week I'm like, guys, I had an epiphany. This is what I'm doing with my life.
Yeah, actually.
Next week I'm like, I'm moving to New York.
That literally is you in real life.
I know.
I
know it's
the way now, and I think we should live by this, and you should definitely take notes. I'm being a teacher.
Take notes, guys.
Just because we all do the same thing, just because we're all creators or all musicians and we all live in LA does not mean we're all meant to be friends. I don't care if we all I don't care if we all have the same fans. I don't care if my fan accounts follow you.
Yeah.
I don't care if we made a song together. We're not meant to be friends.
Whoa.
It's just like high school. It's like you can be in the same fucking class while I have those kids.
You got to separate.
That doesn't mean all meant to be friends.
Separate business from that.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
You're gonna find your core group of people. When you do, you'll feel it.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, you can hang out with somebody. Like you've told me stories where like you went to dinner with people and you just feel like the vibe was just like not it because they talked about people. That's not always just like. That's not your vibe at all.
No.
Stop talking about people. Fuck. That's my biggest thing.
I know.
We'll get into that.
You don't do that. You don't do that.
Because I've learned this a long time ago, and we'll get into that after. Let me finish this.
Okay.
But I think, and I told Nylea this. I was like, I'm so glad you and Luna found each other because you guys needed each other.
I know.
She was so surrounded by like people who only cared about her because she was Nylea Devora.
Yeah.
No one cared about her for being literally not.
No.
Like she's such a sweet soul and she's so fragile, and you are too.
Yeah.
And you and Avery too.
Yeah.
Like it makes so much sense that you guys are like there.
I know. That's the
glad
thing.
I get to watch it.
That's a good thing to remember is like just because we're in the same industry does not mean that we share same like values or morals. It's just like a business thing, you know?
It's not even a business, just we're all just here. Especially as influencers. I told you this today. As creators or as people with followers, we're not meant to see this many comments as human beings. We're not even meant to be having this.
No.
Like
I can't do it. Like it's awful.
Yeah. You're not meant to see 1,000 comments about yourself.
It's awful.
That's inhumane.
Like with I talked about this on here recently, but it's like with my weight loss that I had this year with my anxiety and my loss of appetite, like my whole brand has always been to accept your body. And like I've always like, I wasn't necessarily the skinniest girl like that, you know? And so that has always been my mission is like, girls, I've struggled with my body, but like I'm at this place. And then all of a sudden I lost all this weight and all these girls are commenting like, I can't believe you. Like, even if you are relapsing, you're posting in a bikini. That's terrible. Like you're promoting pro anorexic content. And I'm like, oh my God, like I'm literally just wearing a bikini. Am I not allowed to? Just like that's body shaming in itself. Obviously I understand the concern just because it's been such a message that I've had, but like
yeah, but also if they care about you, they would go about it a different way.
Yeah, like there's a way of commenting. No, well, you just should never comment on anyone's body ever.
Yeah, especially someone that's been vocal about it.
Yeah, and it's just not normal. And then the other day I was like, I took this picture in my bikini. I was like, oh my God, my ribs are showing. Like I almost wanted to Facetune myself to look bigger, to like make the girls look like to make them happy. I didn't do that, but like.
You should.
What the fuck?
But yeah, that's just. It's kind of like a thing in your head where like you kind of you like notice it and you're scared of what people are gonna say about it. But I don't think you have to even remotely give anybody explanation.
Isn't that crazy?
It is crazy.
It's just not normal.
We should talk to our therapist about it. That's like actually like a good conversation to have.
No, it is.
Guys, I'm a new co-host. If you guys want to be a co-host, give this video a thumbs up or something. I'm enjoying myself. I haven't talked this much ever. I don't want to stop. She's making us stop.
Well, okay, we have reached our time limit, but you are coming on like at least once a month.
Come on, like once a week. Like,
once a week.
Y'all need to hear it. Like, y'all need the word.
I feel like we just need to, because we have these phone calls every week anyway where we talk about things that are like deep, and we should just come on the pod and do it.
Yeah.
Come on the pod.
It's more safe. I feel
on
safe
point.
in my room.
Yeah.
So safe.
Okay.
Well, bye.
Bye. Larry, thank you for coming on here and sharing.
Of course.
That was a lot of deep stuff. And
thank you for having me.
Sorry you went through all that, but I'm so proud to see you like just who you are. And I mean, obviously I don't know. I didn't, we're not like, we haven't been friends for that long. It's been like
friends for a year.
A year. That's crazy.
That's too long to me. You know my birthday. My birthday's coming up again.
What?
Uh-huh.
We've been friends for over a year.
Yeah.
Over a year.
Over a year, but like it's a long time.
That's crazy. But anyway, I'm just I'm so happy to be your friend and proud, and I love you.
And thank you guys for letting me talk this fucking much. If you listen this far, please subscribe to Luna, y'all.
Guys, no.
Deserves it, if anything.
Subscribe to Larry because he's the funniest.
I don't need any more subscribers. I think I'm done.
As if you guys, like, I can give him some. All right, I love you.
I love you guys.
Bye.
Bye.